right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first game of week 6. We have the... Oh, whoops. I would have figured it out quickly. Oh, the Matadors almost house it. The Matadors will take over at the 42. He takes a snap, throws it to number 4, and he will be on the run, and he will be brought down, and that'll give him a first down. A gain of 15, that'll give him a first down. For Gabe with the receive there.
Griffins. That's their first charge timeout of the half.
All right, we already got a timeout from the Griffins here.
After burning 22 seconds.
Interesting.
Okay.
Huh. All right, weird.
Calm down. I wonder if this monitor's just getting too hot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 11:38 here. Matadors. He takes a snap, throws it to the inside. That'll be low and on the ground. That'll be an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass, that'll be a gain of nothing and bring him second down. Incomplete pass to Kapenaho there. Ball was just very, very low in the dirt, so. He takes a snap. Throws it deep to the inside here, looking for number 13, caught.
Oh, he dropped it.
And that'll be dropped. And that'll be incomplete. Deep incomplete pass. That'll bring up third down. Number 9, Jordan Elsie as quarterback right now. Deep pass to Brandon Park. Fortunately, just not right there. All right, takes a snap, handoff, and he will take it out the middle, and that'll be good for the first down. A run and a gain of 10, and that'll be good enough for the first down. To Matthew Gardner there. Takes a snap, handoff to Gardner here on the inside. And he will be brought down after a gain of 8. A run and a gain of 8, and that'll bring up second down. Matadors trying to get this touchdown early. Snap, handoff up the middle here. That'll give him a first down. A gain of a few, and that'll give him a first down. Handoff running into traffic. It looks like quarterback will keep it there. And that's going to be a fumble, and it's going to be a recovery by the Griffins. A fumble recovery. The Griffins will take over. To be honest, I'm not sure if it was actually a fumble recovery or more of a stripped kind of fumble recovery there. So Griffins deep in their own territory here. After this first game, the sun's not right on.
This is always the crappy part for me. The sun's like right in my eyes while I'm trying to do this. Right. when my little monitor went out for a second, I was like, am I just holding the wrong angle?
All right, 10 minutes, 6 seconds here left in this first quarter. Griffins to take the snap here. It will be snapping from under center, it looks like. All right. Quarterback keeps it after a little bit of scrambling. And it looks like it's going to be a loss of a yard there.
Illegal seizure. 5 minutes in the backfield. Offense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is second down.
Okay, so they had a legal procedure on the offense. They had too many men in the backfield here. It's going to be declined. It's going to be second down. They're going to lose a few yards on that regardless, though.
Let's go deep!
No, we got a flag here. It looks like they're doing a little bit of deliberating. I'm not exactly sure what this flag was for, but the play was stopped, so it could have been from trying to badmouth the ref or something. We'll see.
Hey, sir!
Illegal seizure. 2 men with the same number on the field. Offense. Half the distance to the goal. To the repeat first down.
All right, they 2 men with the same number on. I don't even know who that could have been. But we do have a bunch of I do have a bunch of blank numbers in the roster here, so. All right. Finally getting this game back on way right here. All right. Takes a snap. Drop back, looking over to the middle left here. Intercepted by Ho. That'll be a pick 6. There is a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field. So, Capetta Ho, number 3 on the Matadors with that pick 6. Okay. So, touchdown for the Matadors. Beautiful pick six there. The flag was on the offense. They had an eligible man downfield, so that is 100% on them. Nine minutes, 3 seconds here. Let's see if they can get the extra point. Going to kick number 22, CJ Smith. Oh, hits the pole. That'll be no good. Extra point is no good. So that is going to be just 6-0 here. All right, the kick. That's going to be high, and that will go out of bounds here. So that is going to put them on the 40 or 35 here. Griffins will take over at the 35.
Illegal procedure, kick out of bounds by the kicking team. By rule, we'll add 5-yard penalty onto the end of the kick.
Let's go, D!
Well, that'll put them at the 40 here.
Let's go, defense!
All right, takes a snap. Gonna be a little jet sweep action here. It'll be gain of 6 and bring up second down after the run to the outside. All right, Griffins take the snap here. It'll be a handoff. It looks like the ball is loose. It looks like it was recovered by the Matadors. After a loose ball, the Matadors will recover. Let's take a look. He takes a snap. Throws it deep to number 13, open. Caught. That is going to be it. That is going to be touchdown. Touchdown, Matadors. Was it? I didn't even see it. I missed it 100%. Was it a kick?
Yeah, it was a kick.
It was? Kick is good. I don't know, dude. That touchdown was by Brandon Park on that last. Oh, we have whistle, whistle, whistle all over the place. It's going to be maybe offsides on the kick here. Where is the white hat? I don't even know where he is.
All the way over to the left.
Yeah.
Okay, they're moving back. They didn't announce the penalty.
Yeah, I'm assuming that was offsides on the kick. So, we're going to try this again. Do it better. All right, the kick. A little squib kick to the inside here. Matadors recover. It's going to be at the 45 here. But the Griffins are going to have it here. But the Matadors are going to take it out here after the kick that they recovered themselves was recovered inbounds. So the Matadors will take it. Oh, dang, man. Hey, it works for you. That's great for the Matadors here. All right, we're going to take the snap here. He's going to scramble. He's going to dance a little bit. He's on his tiptoes, running deep to the outside here. Caught. And he's staying up, and he will be brought down. 40-yard catch. That'll give him a first down. I cannot even see who that catch was to. I think it was to Gabe there. Gabe Hughes. Number 4. He was blocked. I couldn't see him that well. So Matadors take a big 40-yard gain here. Trying to get their 3rd touchdown in this first quarter. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. He will be stopped just short here.
Flag on the field.
Yeah. There's a flag on the field.
Illegal substitution by the defense. 12 men on the field at the snap.
Illegal substitution by the defense.
That penalty will be accepted after the distance goal from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Replay first down. All right, so defense had too many players on the field. First down, Matadors just marching their way down here through here. All right, takes a snap, goes up the middle, touchdown. Touchdown, Matador. All right, I gotta pay attention because they're getting on here quick. Normally it takes them a year to do everything. Beyond my A game.
Alright, they're kicking again. We are.
All right, they're going for the kick. Let's see it. Oh! Extra point is no good. So the extra point will be no good on that one there. We're going to be looking at a 19-0 Matadors. A very successful first quarter. 7 minutes, 6 seconds left for the Matadors here. Just absolutely going down the field and trying to score fast. 5 minutes. Probably half for sure. Short kick, drops, recovers. I think the Griffins got it, so. Yep. Griffins will take over at the 43. Oh. For those of you at home watching, we finally got the YouTube chat actually working this time. So now we can actually see what you guys are saying over there. Before we, I don't know why it didn't work, but magic, and now it's fixed. First and 10 here for the Griffins. He'll take the snap. He'll take it to the outside to the right, and he will stay up with it, and that'll be a loss of a yard there. Quarterback keep and a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Number 15 here, Austin Whitting, quarterback for the Griffins here. Six minutes, 13 seconds here left in this first quarter. All right. Handoff looks like a little bit of miscommunication here. I'm not sure what that was. It looks like it might have been a backwards pass. That is a recovery for the Matadors. The Matadors will recover the ball, and they will take over. All right, Matadors, after the Griffins have one successful play where they lost a yard, they do a little backwards pass action. The ball's still live and went on the ground. They recovered. Matadors have it now. 1st and 10. Matadors just taking over, trying to be as dominant as possible. Start us off here. So throwing it deep over the middle here, looking for 19. That's going to be an interception. Bobbled, but he keeps a hold of it. And he will be brought down. An interception. The Griffins will take over. That'll be number 28, Michael Woods on the Griffins there. After the All right. Griffins with the ball back after one play from the Matadors here. We're doing a real wishy-washy style stop here. Oh, quarterback scrambling over, intercepted. Back to back to back to back. 35, interception. That's going to be a pick six. Touchdown. Pick six, touchdown, Matadors. Oh, dang. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is What a Game. I didn't know we were playing tennis, though. God dang. All right, the kick is up, and it's good. Extra point is good. 26. Nada. All right, let's, I got a sound for this. Here. I do not. Huh. Interesting. All right, so we have 26-0. For the record, the clock is at 5:35 left in this first quarter. We spent half the time, and the Matadors have just kept going down the field and scoring. Recovery by number 17 decides to run backwards instead of going forward. He will be brought down, and that will put him around the 34. Griffins will take over at the 34. Logan says the start of a comeback. Well, let's see. And takes a snap. Oh, he drops it. They're dribbling it, kicking it. It's recovered by the Matadors. I think that's Gabe right there. A fumble recovery touchdown by the Matadors. What are we doing? I have never ran through all of my sound effects so fast. This is the fastest we've seen anybody score in the ICFL. Just back to back to back to back. Griffins just getting brutalized out here. Griffins got to get it under control and got to get it figured out here. I think the Matadors are upset from their last game that they lost. So the kick is up and it's good. Extra point is good. Logan, I'm not sure if you want to retract that statement from earlier, but Zach says no faith. 76-0, as I'm quoted by Garrett Price here. Logan says, time to run the wishbone, Griffins. We got a monkey paw in the back. Flying fast. Well. All right, the kick, a real kick from the Matadors this time. Is going to go deep here. We run the 20 here. He's going to bring it and run it to the inside here. It looks like he will be brought down around the 20. Griffins will take over at the 21. All right, 5 minutes, 12 seconds here in this first quarter. 33-zip. I want to see a Hail Mary from the Griffins. I want to see them accomplish something we haven't seen them do today. Go 4 drives. Takes a snap. And it looks like the ball may have came loose, but I think they recovered it. So it'll be a loss of 3, and that'll bring up second down. Should try and take the snap under center. Just Butterfingers there from the longest yard, Brucey. All right, takes a snap. And that is going to go nowhere, looks like. And that'll be a loss of another 3 yards. Loss of 3 yards, and then bring up third down. Oh, was that a fumble? Oh. My bad. Fumble recovery.
So there's a fumble that I didn't even see. That's why they were fighting so hard. Just kept letting them play. There's a fumble. The Matadors will take over.
Brother. What? All right. Fumble recovered. The Matadors take back over. We are at 4 minutes, 6 seconds. We've not even got to run the clock really because it's just fumble, recovery, touchdowns. Interception, touchdown. Interception, interception, interception. Both these teams just airing it out, doing whatever. All right, handoff to number 0 here, Garner. They'll take it upfield. That'll be a gain of 13. Give him a first down. Mendez says just start running the clock already. Yep, and new. We're gonna let these two dogs fight it out. All right, a handoff. Go up the middle. That'll be a gain of 1. Bring him second down. Gain of 1. Bring him second down. Three minutes, 20 seconds here left in this first quarter. Finally, slowly starting to run at the clock here. All right. Quarterback keep. And he will bring it in. And that'll be a touchdown. There's a late flag, though. There's a flag on the play. I think that flag is for unsportsmanlike after. Yeah, that's what we're signaling here. Unsportsmanlike on the Griffins. It looks like. That was face mask? Oh. I think they're figuring it out right now before the white hat says it over the loudspeaker.
That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
That, okay. He just goes, that penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
He said face mask.
Yeah.
He gave all the signals. He just turned on his mic.
Yeah. So, anyway. They get 6 points, 39 zip here. They're going for the extra point. All right, the kick is good. Extra point is good. All right, now we have 40-0. All right, 40 zip here. A kick deep. And that is going to go out of the back of the end zone here. That is going to put them at the 20. Griffins will take over at the 20. So, 40 zip. We got 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in this first quarter here. I think the Matadors have spent more time in kickoff position than the Griffins have spent with the ball. So. All right, takes a snap. Quarterback on the run here. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up second down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if the Griffins can pick it up here. They're in a hole, a little bit of a hole, but there's a lot of game left, and let's see what they can do. All right, taking the snap, an incomplete pass here. Incomplete pass, that'll bring a third down. So.
Oh, you're talking about that one straight to Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, it sure did, so. Zach says Doors must be mad about their season if they're still keeping their starters in. Logan says there's no next person. You've got to step up, bro. Talking about Cole. We encourage each and every one of you to come out and make a stand here. If you think you are a better player, get out here and prove it. We'd love to see it. Two minutes, 59 seconds here. All right, the snap. And the quarterback will be sacked here. That'll be a loss of 4 yards. That'll be a loss of 4. Bring a fourth down. Yeah, I saw a very big, decent-sized bird, I will say, fly across the top of my screen, or like across the glass. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I totally thought it was the ball. I was like, dang, he's going deep to absolutely nobody. And I was like, oh, that's a bird. And then I got juked by a bird. So. Travis says I logged off when the score was 6-0. Now it's 40-0. What, that quick? What happened? Magic, witchcraft, and the indomitable spirit of the human race. That's what happened. All right, the Griffins a kick here. 2 minutes. They're getting the lineup figured out. All right, the punt. Deep punt. Deep high punt will be picked up around the 45 here. And he's going to have some room. There's a flag on the field already. There's 2 flags on the field. There's a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking the pass by the receiving team. 2 yards from the spot of the foul. It's going to be first down, Matadors.
All right, so that is going to be on the receiving team there, on the Matadors, and that is going to push them back 10 yards. So. Paul says that there's a clip on the punt, and it was a great punt. Honestly, best punt we've seen all day. So I think it may be one of the only punts we've seen all day, but it was absolutely dime-pieced. Minute 37 here, left in the first quarter. All right, takes the snap, low snap, recovers well. Jet sweep here to number 14. He'll be taking it to the outside. That's Gabe, also known as Hot Gabe. There's a few flags on the play. There's a flag on the play. I don't make up the nicknames, but Ty says that might have been the best punt of the season. You are definitely wrong. Eric Bassett of the Black Tide had the best punt of the year. It was like 80-something yards. It was absolutely beautiful.
Holding on the offense, number 13. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the start of the foul. We're going to replay first down.
Mission failed. We'll go next time.
All right, takes a snap. Deep over the middle here, looking for Hot Gabe. That will be catch. Deep 25-yard catch, and that'll give him a first down. Paul says that was their best play of the day. I think so as well. Special teams is where it's at, and their punter's got a leg, so. Matadors take the snap here. Quarterback looking over to the left here and looking for 13. Caught. That is going to be touchdown. Maybe not. Nope. I think they're confirming something. Touchdown, Matadors. All right. They said no. They said yes. That's all that matters. And they said up, down, up, down, up, down. All right. So Matadors have been kicking a lot today, actually. So it's good to see them get like an actual PAT here. Get some practice in. PAT is up, and it's good. Extra point is good. 47-0 here. .39 seconds left in this first quarter here. The kick. And that'll be around the 33 here. The Griffins will take over. Griffins will take over at the 33. Travis says, what is the most points scored by a team in the ICFL history? I will be honest with you. I am not sure in the history, but I know that we've gotten into the 80s. So I think we had an 82 last year or an 88, somewhere around there. Jesse says quarter one can't be right. Yeah, it definitely is right. 37 seconds left of the quarter one. We are in quarter one misery right here. And both teams have elected that they will be doing a run clock from the second quarter on, though. So we'll be moving. Timeout on the Griffin. Travis says Team Savage broke 80 last year. Did they? That's absolutely insane that they did that because I don't see it happening. But I know I'm pretty sure I think the Sabres broke 80. I know it's like we have a lot of like high 70 games, but the goal is not to have those, by the way, for the record. Like, I understand that it does happen. The goal is not to have those. Over under on the Matadors putting in the middle school team. Paul says, didn't the Mustangs have a 90-point game a few years ago? Yeah, that's possible a few years ago. I do not know. I've been doing this for a minute now. I think 4 years, which is unfathomably long in ICFL terms. So, and some of these players have been doing it for even longer than that. So, All right. After the timeout here. Taking the snap, throwing it deep to the outside here to number 3, caught, and he's up on his feet, and he's making it all the way down the field here. And is that going to be a touchdown for the Griffins? Touchdown, Griffins. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful touchdown. What an absolute play by number 3. Looks like Keegan Vincent. That could be wrong, but absolute dime play. Way to stay on your feet. See, anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the field of dreams out here, but miracles do happen every once in a while. We're seeing the Griffins start to pick it up. We're having so many 1-yard touchdown drives. It's insane. So 22 seconds. We're still in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Quarterback takes a snap, going to the outside here. That'll be intercepted, and that'll go absolutely nowhere. The extra point is no good. What is happening? What a game, ladies and gentlemen. The Griffins with the comeback here. Hey. Like I said before, if you think you can do it better, let's see it. Get out here. And Griffins kick. Beautiful down the field here. He's just going to keep running to the inside, the outside here. Oh, there's a flag on the field. He will run out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. Back says, I told you comeback time. Well, we got holding. Oh, illegal block in the back on the receiving team. So, illegal block in the back by the Matadors there. So, they're gonna get back it up here. So. All right, 13 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, in the first quarter. We're still in it. Takes a snap, dropping back, scrambling, throws over the middle here. Caught by number 19. And he's going to take it up the field, and he will be brought down. That'll be the end of the first quarter. That'll be the end of the first quarter. What a game. What a game. We are on to the second quarter. We will be having a running clock for the rest of this game here, unless something crazy happens. All right. Takes a snap. Throws it deep to number 19 here. Caught. That is going to be touchdown, Matadors. Touchdown, Matadors. All right, let's get them a little. Oh, no, maybe not. I think it went. We got an offsides on the kick here, or encroachment by the defense. So
Prior to the snap. First move. Defense. After distance to the goal.
when they get close to the speaker, it just reverbs so bad. All right. We're going for the kick. Kick is up, and it is no good. Extra point is no good. Travis, we have a running clock starting now in the second quarter, not even the second half. So. All right, the kick is up, and the Griffins are at the 34 here, 33. Griffins will take over at the 33. All right, 9 minutes, 50 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen, in the second quarter. Paul says that ref has some great hands. Some of these refs out here have played or do play too. So, all right, taking the snap here. He will be sacked in the backfield. There'll be a loss of 8 there. Probably loss of 8 yards. Bring up second down after the quarterback sack there. It looks like we will have a timeout for a player injury here. Glad it gets off the field here. those of you, ladies and gentlemen, remember we do have 3 games, and then we should be having the Diggers live streamed out of the east there. So we will double check on that for you guys later today. But today here at Columbia, we have this game. We have the Guardians and the Aztecs after this, and then we have the Alphas and the Sabres. Both the Alphas and the Sabres are both 4-0. It will be quite the matchup for this little midweek refresh here. Griffins take the snap. Looks like the Matadors will come up with the ball. They will get it downfield. Touchdown. Matadors. And then we do have a timeout for a player injury. So we do have the touchdown on the Matadors, though. All right. They got him off the field. Looks like he is okay, which is great to see. So, hate to see anyone being injured out here. Not good for anybody. Some of you guys are old too, way too old to be playing this, but we'd love to see it. So, the kick is up. Looks good. Extra point is good. So that is going to be a whopping 60-6. All right, the kick is up. And he's going to go down after getting it. Smart move. Griffins will take over at the 39. So, way to get down on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes, 26 seconds here. Griffins take the snap. There will be a toss handoff here to number 19. He will take it on the inside. That'll be a loss of 3 yards and bring him second down. If you guys haven't been out here to Columbia, it's an absolutely gorgeous day. We do have a few different food vendors out here. We have coffee, we got ice cream, barbecue, and then we also have burgers out here. So absolutely smorgasbord of food. So, and lovely entertainment. The only unfortunate half is you won't be able to hear me doing all this beautiful stuff out here to you.
That's right.
So,
Listening to you monologue.
yeah, absolutely ruining your morning now. All right, the Griffins take a snap here. 2nd and 13, 2nd and 12 here. All right, the snap. Ooh, a little bit of miscommunication with the snap there. It goes straight to the ground. Recovered by the Griffins, though, so. It'll be a loss of 3. It'll bring up 3rd down. Yeah, so just a bad snap there, so. Bring up like 3rd and 15 here. Clock is still a ticking down, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 4:28 here. All right, takes a snap here. Good snap this time. Taking it to the outside, throws it. That'll be an incomplete pass, and that'll bring him 4th down. Incomplete pass. That'll bring him 4th down. Now, most likely we'll see the Griffins punting team out here. Previously, great punt. The wind is starting to pick up, and it is against them, so we will see what happens here. All right, a snap, a kick, a high, deep punt by the Griffins here. Matadors around the 30 here. He's still on his feet, taking it to the outside there. Zach LaBarbera. And that'll put the Matadors on the 40. Or put the Matadors on the 40. All right. Quarterback take the snap. He's going to take off with it here to the inside. Ooh, stiff arms. And he will go out of bounds. And we will be stopped at the 2-minute warning here. Two-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. All right. A handoff to number 23. He's taking it to the outside here. Number 23, Osmer. Daniel Osmer. And touchdown, Matadors. Touchdown, Matadors. I get one more of these, I guess. Minute 12 here. And the kick, and it's good. Kick is good. Extra point, we'll have it. 67-6. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have the kick here by the Matadors. And that will roll out of bounds. Griffins, I know of a certain draft pick that's been complaining an awful lot about not being drafted. You guys have the perfect opportunity to draft him. Last name Sanders out of Colorado. You might know him. Oh, yeah, somebody just says, Cole says Sanders was just picked up by the Black Tide. Griffins can no longer pick him up. Well, you never know. So they could, the Griffins could trade their first round draft pick or their second round draft pick that they're going to have here to maybe sweeten the pot, maybe get a little trade deal going on. So. All right, 25 seconds, 24 seconds here. We'll take the snap. And he will take it up the middle, and he's actually got some room, but he will be stopped. A gain of 12, and that'll give him a first down. Unfortunately, the clock will be running out here on them. And we're going to have a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Timeout. Griffins. That's their third and final timeout.
Looks like Black Tie was just a little bit quicker on the draw for that pickup, so. This will most likely be the last play here. Full whopping 7 seconds left on the clock of the second quarter. All right, 7 seconds. Let's get it. Griffins going down for Hail Mary. Taking the snap, dropping back, rolling to the outside here, throwing, incomplete pass. Incomplete pass.
That's the end of the first quarter.
This is the end of the second quarter.
First quarter, or first half. Oh, sorry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see you for halftime here. We'll put a little clock on the screen for you. And in the meantime, enjoy a few words or a few messages from our sponsors.
Go! Everybody on the Griffins, let's go!
Griffins football is presented by Woodworking Solutions, Inc., Johnny Abuzi, Boise Co-op Market, and Sawtooth Athletics. Matadors football is presented by Hawaiian Roofing. For over 20 years, they have been family-owned and Treasure Valley trusted. Let Hawaiian Roofing protect your roof and home year-round. Flynn Boise, with 35 locations across the United States and Canada. Flynn Group of Companies is the leading commercial contractor. And Izzy's Heating and Air Service. The price you want, the service you deserve. The Idaho Contact Football League is presented by Dolinar Digital, a local digital and traditional marketing firm focused on the small business. And Treasure Valley Sports League, the best recreational adult sports league in the valley.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I need to update the quarter.
Probably the best field position Savages we started with all game.
Bum, bum, bum.
All game.
Bodad says WTF. For those of you who don't know, that's short for Where's the Fun? Fun's right here. Third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Matadors and the Griffins.
Best game you're gonna see all morning, and it's noon.
We do have a rolling clock here that'll be in state for the rest of this game. And that is going to be a huge loss here. Just kept pushing the quarterback back. He'll be sacked, and that'll be a loss of 12. That'll be a loss of 12 if the quarterback sacked. Yep, second down. All right. Taking the snap. And it was a handoff here, but the ball came loose, it looks like. What just happened there? Ball came loose. But they recovered it. There'll be a gain of a yard. There'll be a gain of 1. Bring up third down.
There's a lot of motion down there.
Yeah. What happened is they were all standing together, shaking hands, and the ball happened to drop. But they recovered it, so.
Probably all black tie players that aren't coming in today because of the bye.
Yeah, a lot of other players for sure. All right, takes a snap. Under pressure immediately. Scrambles to the outside, throws. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass. Gonna bring a fourth down. Eight minutes, 26 seconds on the clock. Third quarter.
So, Tide the only ones on bye this week?
Normally we only have one team on bye a week.
That's what I figured.
And one of the teams usually travels it. Runs. Goofy. Number 20. Taking off. I think he was slipping a little bit there. The punt. Ooh, dumpstered. It will be tipped off. Recovered by the Griffins, but there's no way they're going to get a first down there. Unfortunately, that will not be enough. The Matadors will take over. handoff to the outside. He stays up, and he will have it. Touchdown, Matadors. I think I got one more touchdown celebration that's not old. Now they're going to be all recycled. Flag on the field. False start on the offense here. Felina says go 23. I'm assuming she's talking about on the Matadors. And that is Osmer there. All right, takes a snap, takes a kick. Kick is good. Extra point is good. 74-6. All right, Griffins will take over at the 38 here. 39, 38. Griffins will take over at the 39. During halftime. Huh. I'll do it. We got a weeble wobble in the camera, so we'll assess that here when we get a chance. See if that tightens. All right. Anyway. All right. Takes a snap. Gonna keep it. He's gonna throw. It's gonna be tipped, and that'll be incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Bring him second down. It's faulty. 3 minutes, 7 seconds here in this third quarter. All right, handoff. Backwards pass handoff, number 19. He stays up, but that will be a loss of 2. That'll be a loss of 2. Bring up third down. Christy, you sound a little biased. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we take the snap here, throws it deep to the right side here, looking incomplete. There's a flag. There's a flag on the field.
Pass interference. Penalty was
Penalties declined, I think is what they said. There's a first down. Yeah. So we get a first down because of PI. Get him a little.
That's right.
Clock's still rolling. Box.
One minute left in the quarter.
Box. Box. All right. Got 50 seconds here. Takes a snap, drops it on the ground. It's kicked. Recovered by the Matadors. Number 7, Antoine Leggett. And he will leg it all the way in. And, all right, he's doing a lot of that. That'll be touchdown, Matadors. Touchdown, Matadors.
The clock's still.
Yeah. It stops after the PAT when the clock is rolling. Nope. Or else we would literally, like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the clock has expired on this play here. So after this, it will be the beginning of the fourth down. So fourth down, yeah. The extra point is good. As the end of the third quarter. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we will have a rolling clock for this fourth quarter here.
kicker, like a kicking team, kicked out of bounds. By rule, we'll add 5 yards onto the end of the kick. First down, Griffins.
Zach says there wasn't a rolling clock before. No, there has been a rolling clock since the second quarter. I'm just reiterating for those who just got back. So, clock is rolling currently, actually. It's 10 minutes, 50 seconds here. All right, takes a snap. Throws it over the middle. Tips, intercepted. I think Coe has got this. Runs into his own player. An interception. The Matadors will take over. Ran into literally anyone bigger on his team. Takes a snap. Run back throwing to the outside here. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass. We'll bring up second down. Number 12 on the Matadors, Caden Allen. It's number 12. I am blind. Rose to the outside, low but recovered well. Stays up on his feet, doing dancing, bringing it back to the inside, bringing it up through the middle. We gain a 15. That'll give him a first down. Chris is still throwing. The ball, yes. The game, not so much. 8:46 here left in this fourth quarter. Takes a snap, handoff to number 0. It will go up the middle. Touchdown, Matadors. I know we just talked about one of the highest scoring games that I know of since I've been here, but so far this is up there for sure right now. All right, the kick is good. Extra point is good. right, kick. Oh.
Far enough. Has to go at least 10 yards.
Yep. Pathetic.
Okay, well, don't make the call. Just move it.
Yep. The Griffins are just going to take over right there. So, what happens when the Matadors kick it 3 inches? So,
Yeah.
but you know,
That was
good field positioning here.
the shortest kick I've seen.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah. I was like, we have had a few negative kicks. That is for sure. So, all right, Griffins with the ball here. Trying to get in the double digits before the end of this game. 7 minutes, 6 seconds on the clock. Jet sweep handoff here to the outside. Number 19. He will be brought down. That'll be a loss of 4 yards and bring up second down. No. Matthew Allen says, what is this? This, ladies and gentlemen, is peak performance, okay? Griffins take the snap. Handoff. And he will be brought down here. That'll be a loss of 3. Bring up third down. Five minutes, 40 seconds here. And a ticking on down.
There's Vic coming. Let's go.
I just said that. All right, takes a snap, a little bit high, recovers well, throws it out to the right side, looking for number 12. Not there. That'll be an incomplete pass. We'll bring up third down, I think. Fourth down. I didn't even say it. Bam, I wasn't confident. 4 minutes, 25 seconds here and rolling. 4 minutes, 20 seconds in the left in the fourth quarter.
First fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a second fourth quarter here right afterwards.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the next game will start at 1 o'clock, and that'll be the Aztecs and the Guardians. A must-see TV game. Takes a snap. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. We'll switch sides. The Matadors will take over. don't know. Never tested it. Didn't plan on testing it. Don't plan on testing it today, actually, now that I think about it, so.
All right.
Takes a snap, high snap, recovers well, throws it deep over the middle here, looking for number 4. Oh, intercepted! And he will be brought down. Intended receiver, Hot Gabe. Interception. The Griffins will take over him.
Watch out, we got 2 minutes coming up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 minutes, 21 seconds here. We will have an unbagged timeout at the 2-minute mark. See if the Griffins are going to roll it down to that. It looks like it's going to get rolled down to that as they're currently huddling, talking together, smooching, you know, so.
So he didn't get timeout.
Gamble responsibly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, giving a warning is up. Let's see what the score of the final game of this first game will be here, the final score. We got any bets? Any bettors in the building here? 88-6, 2 minutes left on the clock. Griffins have the ball. It is a rolling clock. So it's not like a real 2 minutes. It's a very, very, very quick actual 2 minutes. So not a football 2 minutes, which you know could last 30 years. So takes a snap. Rolling. Throwing. Incomplete pass. There's a flag on the field. What was that? Ball didn't get past the line of scrimmage. They're gonna go back it up, and then the clock's still rolling. By the way, we're on a minute 14 here. So for those of you that put in your bets in your mind's eye, we're gonna see here. In deep, no cover. 57 seconds left. Griffins to take the snap here. Throwing deep to the inside here, looking for number 3. It was intercepted by number 3, Mr. Capenaho. And he will be brought down. Interception. Matadors will take over. All right. Clock is slowly running out to an end here. 17 seconds. They may just roll it out. Or they may take a timeout with 1 second left and try to get a Hail Mary and try to get even more points, but we will see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the game. Thank you so much to all the friends and families that showed up. We appreciate you and all the players out here. You are beautiful. All right, for those of you at home, We're outie. We'll see you later. Thank you guys so much for joining, participating. We'll see you next time.